Hey.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Outside Tatum. There's a screen by Robinson. Stolen by George. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And obviously Cunningham wants to be a scorer. He makes a relentless effort to get points.
Duncan outside. Beal with the block.
How about the anticipation from Bradley Beal? Wow, what a block.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Cousins. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. Beal with the steal. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. Over in the corner, Cousins. Outside, Davis. Outside, George. Davis sets a screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Tim Duncan picks one up.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside for Robinson. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Nice shot from the wing. Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Cousins. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Miami. 4-point game.
2 minutes remaining.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Curry. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And Cunningham with the slam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Screen by Cousins. Outside for Davis. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. East Rutherford needs to get a shot off here. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Deep low post position. If DeMarcus Cousins has it, turn the lights out.
Here's Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Cunningham looking it over. Inside. And Curry pulls it down. And so Curry will bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 2. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, we know Steph Curry has a ton of fun on the court because he can score from virtually anywhere. But that floater is a must-have tool in the toolbox.
Now, here's Cunningham. Roy goes in. And then Roy with the jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside for Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Curry's got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami ahead, up 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
This really puts the defense in a bind. Cousins on the roll is absolutely brutal.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Three-pointer, Granger. Rebound, East Rutherford. It's tipped and stolen by Granger. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Brandon Roy.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Beal. It's good from the top of the key. Beal's got his first points of the game.
That release by Beal just so pure.
Shot from the wing. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Outside Williams. Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. And then Cousins with the dunk.
This is what keeps Cousins' percentages up. The gimmies, my goodness.
Now Chalmers. Misses from short range. Roy up on top. Outside for Beal. No good from outside. Miami with the ball. And here is Granger. Still scoreless. Back to Chalmers. 5 to shoot. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters. And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
It's back to Hill. Out to the wing. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Cunningham drives in. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
And the jam by Whiteside.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Whiteside a screen to the paint. Back to Chalmers. It's Cunningham with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Left side, Beal. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, Bradley Beal, one of the harder covers in the NBA. He has such a well-rounded game. You've got to check him all over the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Beal. Miami trails by 3. Chalmers with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Chalmers has got 6.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. East Rutherford leads by just 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Cunningham. Over to the wing. Down low. Nice move. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Ball surveying the defense. Ingram outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George.
And when I look at Ingram's length and skill set, he reminds me a little of Tayshaun Prince, as well as Kevin Durant. Boy, he has a high ceiling.
And it's East Rutherford's ball. They lead by 1. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Pass to Cousins. Outside, George. The kick out to Cunningham. The shot's good on the assist by George. Cunningham's got the lead up to 6 now for East Rutherford. Now, here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is more athletic than giving credit. He's got surprising pop off the floor.
East Rutherford leading by 4. Cunningham outside. Outside for George. Oh, good on the triple. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Into the lane. Drills the three-pointer. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what Ingram's coaches encourage him to do because they know these kinds of shots get him into rhythm.
Back to Davis. Puts the move on. Davis roaming the lane.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Malone. Back to Barnes. 1:19 left in the third quarter. And the dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Cunningham with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Miami grabs the miss. Outside, ball. Ingram outside for the lead. Back to Ball. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ball's got 5 now.
Zero hesitation at the arc. Ball truly believes in his ability to shoot the three.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Miami's shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Kobe White.
And here's Miami. They're on an 11-2 run. Ingram outside. Nobody near Barnes. Traps in the tray. Barnes has got his 2nd basket of the game.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Malone with the block. Ingram outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
The third quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Miami leading by 6. Screen by Duncan. The kick out to Hill. Here's Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Duncan. Rebound, East Rutherford.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Roy. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Basket counts.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
And Stephen Curry with the foul.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
And for East Rutherford,
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter.
Arvydas Sabonis.
White goes in. And White with the stuff.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
And it's sent back by Sabonis. Good ball movement here by Miami. And the dunk by Robinson.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Pass to Duncan. Going inside. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
East Rutherford trails by 4. Here's Roy. The kick outside to Butler. Here's White. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Screen by Duncan. Now Tatum. 6 to shoot. The 3. That shot no good. .15 left here in the fourth quarter. Sabonis inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
The kick out to Tatum. Outside Curry. It's money from deep.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Here's Roy. Pass to Nowitzki. The kick outside to Butler. Screen by Sabonis. Butler attacking. To take the lead. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. So I'm looking at the clock. And, guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up play to make it happen.
Here's Nowitzki. Yes!
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Here's Ball. Count it!
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. Oh, he got it to go!
How about that?
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream of a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a ball game people will be talking about for quite some time.
And so it's East Rutherford with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic